Hey, Cancer. Spirit says, you know what you know. So this month, don't let anybody talk you out of what you know that you know. I was shaking around your cards as I am wont before we got together, and the King of Swords jumped out as your persona card. The qualities that you want to bring forward in the month of December to have the best month possible, to navigate whatever is showing up in the best way possible. And the phrase, clear as day, when the card jumped out onto the table that Spirit said is, Cancer, you know what you know. So don't allow yourself to be talked out of it. For some of you, I don't even feel like this is about anybody talking you out of it. I think it is just affirmation that whatever it is that you are thinking about, sharing, writing, King of Swords, right? King of Words. And king, queen, nothing to do with sex and gender, everything to do with personality type. The kings are leading the charge. They're running the show. They're doing the thing. And it's like their name is on the building or the card or the nameplate. Okay? This is your life, Cancer. How do you want to lead it? You know what you know, so go with what you know. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get into some cards. Let's look at the story of your month, already knowing ahead of time which persona card you are showing up as. Thank you, Spirit. Loved ones and guides, we're connected to the Cancerians tuned into this reading. Thank you for your presence. We ask you for your perspective, Spirit. We want to know what you see. Dialing into Cancer's energy, Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and dominant people. Moon dominant, fourth house dominant people. What do they need to know? In the month of December, Spirit, we want to know the truth of what is showing up for Cancer, the effects of the past as they pertain to the present and the unfolding future, Spirit, the aspects that you most want to share with Cancer for their highest good, for their fulfillment, joy, ease, abundance, satisfaction. Spirit, what do Cancerian people, wow, okay. What do Cancerian people need to know for their highest good? Just one more, please, Spirit, for Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, and dominant people. I want to know your guidance for them, Spirit, as they navigate the month of December. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. For Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Okay. Wow. You know what you know. Go with what you know. Okay. Okay. I want to pull one more for you, Cancer. Bear with me here. Okay. Spirit, I see Cancer making a breakthrough, showing up and showing out. Can you tell me more about what Cancer is fighting for? What it looks like when Cancer shows up. Wow, that just jumped right out. Okay, easy peasy. Wow. Whew. So, Cancer, you know what you know. You know what you know. Don't deny it to yourself or to anybody else, most specifically to yourself. So, you come through as the King of Swords. A lot of swords in this reading, a lot of thinking, a lot of words exchanged. And Spirit is like, yeah, a lot of words. That's what some of you have been getting, a lot of words. And they're being real, real funny and real shady with that. Let's talk about it. 5 of Swords, sitting in the past. Somebody is immature. Somebody, Spirit is saying somebody isn't even able to actually face up to their feelings and the truth of some things, and you have been like collateral damage to that. Now, Cancer, good time to remind you, these are general readings. This is not a personal reading. If it was, Spirit would be like, oh, blah, 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 this is what's going on. Spirit is showing me different things for different Cancerian people that are going through this. For some of you, you've just been shown that some of your community is not actually your community, and has made you feel thoroughly ousted from that community in one way or another, or at least you feel fundamentally like misunderstood. You know what you know. Go with what you know. I want to jump over to the potential, the key, right? The Nine of Swords. If you have to waste valuable mental bandwidth and energy trying to, like, feeling a bunch of fear about this thing or a bunch of insecurity about this thing, or trying to like triangulate and calculate, and that is not the best way to spend that valuable bandwidth that you have. Again, King of Swords is genius energy. I have amazing thoughts and words to share. It would be a shame to waste them on people and things that aren't really worth it. You know what I'm saying? And a King of Swords is very easy, like, to cut off things and people that aren't worth it, that don't see the vision, that can't and won't understand. And for some of them, it really is can't. It's not even malevolent, malicious, etc. It is a fundamental gulf in maturity levels, okay? You're a king, and they're playing over there in the Five of Swords, immature, nanny nanny boo boo, that kind of energy. That's Five of Swords. Someone is a child, like a child. And how do you look climbing into the sandbox and throwing sandbox at the child that's like throwing sand at you? You know what I mean? You're a full-grown adult. You honor yourself by disengaging and learning what you need to learn from that situation, and that's all you take from the situation, right? Is the lesson, is the clarity that this confusion provides, is something that Spirit is saying. Very, very poetic, Spirit. You know what you know, sitting in the present, the High Priestess. Let me tell you, Cancer, you can know what you know, and you don't have to make any rash decisions. You don't have to take a bunch of action right away. You might need to rest in your knowledge for a while before you really know what to do. This is just one way that Spirit is giving this to me. This is certainly not for every Cancer person that is listening. For some of you, though, it's like, I am married to or partners with the person who is the immature child. And I'm having an understanding that this is no longer animating me, which is always a really good sign that a relationship has kind of run its course. There's no more chemistry here. Now it's gotten past the pleasurable friction of a nice stroke and has become like, you're rubbing my fucking skin off, dude. Get the fuck out of my life. Do you know what I'm saying? That's an indicator. And the High Priestess, if you need to sit and gather a little bit more intelligence, no pun intended with the King of Swords, if you need to gather more data, you know, this does say there's more information yet to arrive with the High Priestess. So actually, I'd warn you away from taking action if you're like, but I'm not sure and I don't completely know yet. Well, then take this good advice to sit and just observe quietly. High Priestess plays it cool, okay? Plays the cards close to her chest. You know, Spirit is being really funny, but they're showing me, like, let's go back to the example of somebody who is living with someone who they are slowly beginning to realize, like, this person is not the person I want to be with for the rest of my life, or whatever. You want to not give away your cards, your position, until you've got your plan and everything is ready to go, and not a moment sooner. You know what I mean? Spirit is this. I'm going to tell you what Spirit is showing me, and they're showing me somebody who is like kidnapped, and who is like making perfectly nice with their kidnapper, and not showing an ounce of sweat, not showing an ounce of anger, not showing an ounce of fear, totally being chill, because behind their back they're filing away at their rope, right? And like, oh my gosh, thanks, you made me breakfast, wonderful, so excited to eat this, thank you, slowly sawing away behind their back. Okay, so you don't need to let anybody know your plan of action. You sit, you be chill, you play your cards close to your chest, say less. Okay? Say less. And pay attention to your intuition. Make time for meditation, make time for prayer, make time to quiet both your mind and even your heart, because intuition is below even emotion. You know what I mean? Where it really resonates loud and clear, even past what we maybe don't want to hear or what we don't want to believe. Intuition will still bring it through so clearly that if we allow it the space to do that, it'll resonate so hard that we're just, oh, okay, so I need to go, or I need to quit this job, or I need to fight for my rights with this person. And that's what I'm hearing. There are many different things showing up here, okay? Sitting in the future, Seven of Wands. After you have sat, high priestessing, looking at your cards, measuring the data, allowing the mosaic pieces to fit together in different ways until they make sense to you, then you strike. Then you fight the battle that you need to fight with you when you've got all of the again, intelligence that you need. Spirit's being very punny. Forgive me. They do this to me sometimes. When you've got all the intelligence that you need, you are armed with all that you need, and you can fight for what you want. And I feel that you want a new beginning. I feel that you are tired of the rigmarole. If you're wondering if you have what it takes, Seven of Wands says you have what it takes even if you think you don't have what other people have. The same type of resources or the same type of life or the same type of abilities or whatever. You have what it takes to stand up against anyone and anything that you feel right standing up to. Because it's that rightness and it's that passion and vitality and that understanding, that truth, you know what you know, that gives you the courage and the vitality and the position to be able to break through in whatever way you want to end a relationship, to start something that you've been waiting to start and wanting to start but you've been afraid to. Ace of Swords, you want to speak truth. You want to cut through the bullshit. You want to draw lines in the sand. You want to stand up. That's what I'm hearing is a lot of you want to stand up for something. Tell your truth. Once you are ready and settled inside, speak your truth. I feel that you will go far. I feel that, yes, it will turn your life upside down. It will have some people looking at you funny. It's a small price to pay for being true to yourself, right? And for going with what your soul knows. Knowing what you know and being willing to say that shit. Thank you. The climate around you, Eight of Pentacles, growth, joyful work, joyfully tending to yourself and feeling yourself. Spirit is showing me like a tree branching out. Feeling like, wow, I'm finding more and more and more of myself, especially as I disconnect and unplug from things and people that are not fighting for me the way I fight for them. You know what I'm saying? I see plenty of growth. I see plenty of financial growth as well. And finally, sitting in the guidance position, Ace of Pentacles. You have an Ace of Swords in the future. You have an Ace of Pentacles as your guidance. Take your skill or your idea or your desire and cultivate it. Eight of Pentacles. If you can, cultivate it every day, even if it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. High Priestess, maybe for some of you, it's that intuition that you want to develop. 2 minutes is long for meditating if you've never meditated or never been able to do it successfully or never been able to do it for very long, okay? 2 minutes is huge. 2 minutes, you'd probably be above 98% of like the human population in terms of your meditation practice. I don't have the numbers on that, okay? I'm not the King of Swords, you are. Okay. Seize the day. Tell the truth once you know what you know. Love you, Cancer. How does this hit you? Comments, questions, stories, reflections. I always appreciate them so much, and I also appreciate the time you spend here with me. I hope it serves you very, very well. Much love to you and yours, Cancer. And if I don't see you in mid-December for your mid-month reading, then I hope I will see you in 2025. Holy shit. Bye, Cancer.